What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for putting up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe. So we are back with another Shiba Inu update. The lead Shiba Inu developer, Shytoshi wants us to pay attention to something. So we got to come connect the dots and see if this gives us any insight to the future of Shiba Inu. So let's get straight into it. If you're new to the channel, check the links in the description section. I got some free resources down there for y'all to help y'all get started. But here's the post here. So Shytoshi says, side note, from all the wreckage, listen closely. I think it is important to understand what is being said and not being said here. So this is in response to a page called Bernie's Tweets, CO27. Oh, look, banks are talking about stealing the planet from under you, monetizing every part of the natural world, including trees, and selling it to you whilst pocketing the profit. CBDCs will allow them to deduct even the air you breathe. So this is interesting, y'all. Let's see what this clip has to say.
So central banks are also starting to understand nature has real value. Carbon, we already figured out. And carbon is...
So you gonna tell me right now that the banks just now figuring out nature has real value? I'm sorry, y'all, but that was just ridiculous. Outside of trying to monetize nature, nature already has its natural value. That's wild to hear that.
Moving very quickly.
He literally just said they found out that nature has real value. So
central banks are also starting to understand nature has real value.
Crazy.
Carbon, we already figured out. And carbon is moving very quickly into a...
And those carbon credits, all that whole wave, of course, it's very big. It's a big industry. They reward you nicely for, figuring out things in that space. But man, that's something there too. We're gonna have to study a little bit more about before, I could really go in. But it's crazy. Until they see a way to make money off of something, it's not valuable. That's wild.
Where it's going to be very close to a currency. Basically, being able to take a ton of absorbed or sequestered carbon and being able to create a forward pricing curve with financial service architecture, documentation. I just came out of a meeting this morning.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this sounds so wild. Like, I know I get the carbon credit thing, but it's like if a few years back Elon Musk offered anyone basically $100 million, whoever can invent a device to basically vacuum carbon out of the air. So it's something really big that they want with this carbon craze that's going on. So if y'all got some more information on that, drop some breadcrumbs in the comment section for me. I will be doing some more due diligence on that so I can update y'all on what's the big deal with this.
How we're trying to accelerate that. To be quite honest, not to get very boring, but we're on financial topics and things, but they're going to be derivatives. And you need ISDA documentation if you want to trade a derivative in the marketplace. And all of this actually matters for nature as well. I'm going to quickly hand off, but again, I want to talk about value one more time, because the southern part of the world has value far greater than large elements of the northern part. And we start thinking about and putting prices on water, on trees, on biodiversity. We find, where does that sit? I'm doing a lot of work out of Asia, and I say that my next door neighbor, Indonesia, is the left lung of the world, and obviously Brazil's the right, and Africa, absolutely critical. And we need their natural capital as a system-based.
Oh, they going crazy, y'all. I'm sorry, man. This sounds so corrupt. This just sounds corrupt to me. Like, you just want to take advantage of just everything. Like, people just can't have what they have, and people be happy with, where they are, and, of course, do good, but looking to monopolize everything and just monetize everything. It's like, sheesh, trees, water. He called, Indonesia the left lung of the world, and Brazil the right. So it's like, I'm thinking from a monetary standpoint, like, that doesn't sound too good for coming from somebody like him. Of course, we understand what that means, as far as the, all the trees and things like that, the rainforest. But we don't want this guy, with his ideas, looking at it like that, though. But that's all I'm going to say on that. I don't want to get too deep into it.
That 66 billion we've got sitting in the basement of the Bank of England. So how do we, and I'm hoping this discussion today, world, more than we need natural capital. Brazil's the right, and Africa, absolutely critical. And we need their natural capital as a system-based world more than we need that 66 billion we've got sitting in the basement of the Bank of England. So how do we, and I'm hoping this discussion today, at least from a central banker's point of view, on how do we start tokenizing, how do we start building systems that actually create not only the value, but transfer that value around the world.
Wow. Wow, y'all. I'm stumped. I don't even know what to say about this. You know, it just sounds like absolute greed if you ask me. It's like the banks already have money. They already, you know, move our money around and do whatever they want with it, you know, charge us or give us a very, very small, you know, interest rate. Also charge us some fees, you know, for the services, and then borrow out our money, make interest on our money. And then that's not enough, though. They want to be able to monetize nature itself. And, you know, different, and they're already eyeing, you know, third world, you know, or, you know, not everywhere, but, you know, more vulnerable locations where, you know, they can do this. And that's just, you know, obviously y'all know that has a bad connotation attached to it, especially coming from individuals like this who 9 times out of 10 don't mean any good and won't bring any good to the area. Only about, it's, you know, it sounds like it's only about taking, you know, not building, not giving, not, you know, watering, you know, and I just don't like that. But very interesting. I want to see what some of these comments have to say. Long time no tweet. Thanks for calling attention outside to the world we live in. Without it, nothing else matters. Every element is valuable, critical to our quality of life, and ultimately our survival. Don't ever save anything for a special occasion. Being alive is the special occasion. Shibarium, when Shibarium, Vera level, Shibarium kill Polygon, She kill Tether, Shib kill Doge, shibaswap kill central exchanges. Not beautiful, so scary. That's what I'm saying. Is it possible for L2 to come out this year? Disturbing. That means crypto will be our leading transfer currency. That person has a point right there. Let's talk about how this will affect crypto. You know, they're talking about tokenizing assets, so we can already think about, you know, NFTs and, you know, ERC20 blockchain, you know, how valuable these assets or these tools will be once the central bankers get a hold of them. So we know that the market that we're in is only going to grow, especially if this is their plan to start tokenizing every asset. We have to look at the platforms, the systems, the utilities that go underneath that, you know, make it possible to tokenize these different assets. And those are the things you should be looking towards as investments. Now, this is not financial advice. Just want to bring that to y'all. But let's take a quick look at the overall market price. We can see Bitcoin at 16,903 right now. Overall crypto market down 3.9%, sitting at 853 billion right now. We got Bitcoin down 5% today. We got Ethereum sitting at 1273, down 3.8%. BNB sitting at 288, down 5.7% for the day. Down 18% on the week. That's an absolute steal. Bitcoin's a steal. Ethereum's a steal on the week if you're dollar cost averaging over the week. You know, you might even want to throw in 2 weeks. If you're weekly investing, you might even want to throw 2 weeks in around this time. But XRP, 38 cent, down 4.7%. Cardano sitting at 35 cent, down 5.5%. Y'all, they're giving us time to absolutely pack your bags on whatever your favorite assets are. By the time this bear market is over with and things start to flip, you should have a good enough position size. Now, Dogecoin sitting at 8 cent, down 7.1% for the day. We got Matic at $1.04, down 6.7% on the day, down 12% for the week. Doge down 34% on the week, so keep that in mind. Also, Polkadot $5.74, down 4.6%. Solana sitting at $16, down 10.7%, down 52% on the week. And we got SHIB back to that 982 level, down 4.4% on the day, down 21% for the week. If you're a long-term investor in Shiba Inu, somebody who really believes in the ecosystem, this is an absolute steal. You should be happy seeing these prices. Now, of course, we'll be even happier if we were breaking all-time high prices, but you know, this gives everyone a chance to load up more crypto in their bag. The more tokens you have, the easier it'll be to hit that million, 10 million, $100 million level whenever we get those whatever X that you need to, you know, hit that point. The bigger position size, the easier it will be to get to that number. So let's take a look at volume. Volume down 326 million, down 44% on the day. So that's showing a strong pullback. I told y'all the other day we did cross back under that 200-day moving average. Let's take a look at that. This is a strong support level in the market that tells investors, is an asset, strong, or, is it moving, is it going to continue to be moving up, or is it basically, in a weaker form right now. So we see right now we're trading underneath that 200-day moving average, not too far from it, but still far enough from it where people aren't stepping in yet. Usually we see buyers step in as the candlesticks cross this line. That's usually a buying signal. Notice how right here it dipped under, and as soon as it crossed, we seen buyers push in a lot. Notice how here, once the price came down to test it, we seen smart money step in and push the price up. So that's kind of what we're waiting on here, to break this, retested it, and hold it as a support to continue to move up. So let's look at the VWAP as well. Obviously, we can see that just eyeballing it, we're kind of trading sideways and down a little bit, but the VWAP helps you determine if we are in an uptrend or a downtrend. So that way, for the day traders, those that want to take profit in the short term, buy low, sell high, they can know, are we in the uptrend or are we in a downtrend? So we can see the candlesticks trading below the VWAP, so it's likely to have some type of sell-off at this level here. That's it could go above it, but this is a signal to smart investors, people that understand trading, that there's likely going to be some type of sell-off around this range, and we could possibly see the price pull back and test some support levels again. We got the 962 level, 954, 939, around this 925. It's real rough in this area too, very, very choppy. 891. And then we got that 828 level. So around that 828 level, to me, would be around the lowest that I expected to go. But if it goes even lower, that's just another opportunity to buy. Trust and believe. When Ethereum drops, it's not financial advice, but investors are going to go crazy. Am I saying it's going to send the price skyrocketing? No, but I think it will at least push the price back up to the levels that we're used to being around in these times. So even if we see it pull back a little further, don't panic. But that's all we got for this video. Hopefully, y'all find this information valuable. Shout out to all the people that let me know that they do appreciate this content. Hey, and if you ain't following me on Twitter or Instagram yet, what are you doing? Make sure you go follow me at DecemberDeMarco. See some of the daily things I'm doing. Also, some of the content that you don't see on here. Some live streams as well. Sometimes I hop on there. Also, different polls and different surveys that you might not see on the channel. All that is on those platforms. So at DecemberDeMarco on Twitter, at DecemberDeMarco on Instagram. Also, I got 3 courses available: my stock options trading course, my crypto 101 course, and my technical analysis course. If you're interested in any one of those courses, reach out to me via email, DecemberDeMarco@gmail.com. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.